Welcome to the Internet Marketing Funnel Podcast. I'm David Bain. Hi, and welcome to another edition of the podcast brought to you by InternetMarketingFunnel.com. Here's the sixth and the final part of my interview on affiliate marketing with Shawn Collins. In this part we discuss creating bespoke promotional material for individual affiliates. You mentioned creative there, so have you found that, you'd actually be willing to write bespoke creative just for an individual affiliate that actually requested it?
I guess certainly I'll offer up just the basic sizes for creative that the IAB suggests, but then if somebody has some kind of odd size, and I think that they're a good bet that they're going to give a decent amount of traffic to it, then I'll make a custom piece of creative for them. And also one key thing I think is that a big complaint from affiliates is that in a lot of cases all the creative is animated that they get from the affiliate programs, and when they're running, say if they have like 3 or 4 or 5 ads along the side of a page, they don't want it to seem like it's some kind of crazy like flashing lights everywhere. They want to maybe just have a logo, so I think it's a good idea to also have just a logo or just some static creative in every side as well.
Right.
That's something that I surprisingly don't see that often. It's so cheap to get banners made, but I think maybe companies just think that the people want to have this kind of exciting stuff with all kinds of colors and movement. Mm-hmm. But it just looks horrible when you have a page that has multiple banners like that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So, still on the creative subject, do you find that over a longer period of time, the majority of your successful affiliates will go on to actually create their own promotional material, or do you achieve quite a bit of a success from affiliates using material that you've actually produced?
Yeah, I usually encourage them to just use whatever I'm providing, and I say I'm happy to make something custom for them if they want, but I also give the option. I usually want to have that worked into the actual affiliate agreement, saying that you're welcome to create your own type of email or whatever, but you have to have us sign it off first. You can't just use it without permission.
Right.
Because there's a big concern for me that they might not really be representing the brand in the right way if they maybe make a banner or an email or something and they have a typo in there, or they just don't write the way the URL is supposed to be written out, maybe with capital letters somewhere. If they don't do that correctly, then it gets the bosses very upset if they see that kind of banner that's not done with a certain corporate identity.
Right. Okay. So take time to put together multiple forms of promotional material that people can use, and they will use it, and it will have very positive effects in the long term if you do that, certainly. Yeah,
and then just encourage them to ask for what they want, and if it's possible, just give it to them.
And of course, one of the best ways for people to find out about affiliate marketing is actually to network, with experienced affiliate marketeers. And one of the things that you're doing yourself is producing affiliate summit conference, which you're bringing to London in September. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, yeah, we started it up. I have a partner. Her name is Missy Ward. The two of us run it. Started up back in November of 2003. And at the time, there wasn't really anything going on as far as conferences and affiliate marketing. There was one person who was running a cruise, but it was never more than a couple hundred people. And we just thought we could do something bigger than that. So our first conference back then was 200, and then since then we've grown it tenfold. Just this past January we had over 2,000 in Las Vegas. And so we're going to London for the first time this September. And one of the big focuses is to be on networking. And I think it's you just can't really replace the face-to-face interactions in terms of doing business. You can do a lot online and on the telephone, but so much gets done face-to-face, either in the actual formal networking environment at the conference or just in the pub down the block after things are wrapped up for the day. Mm-hmm. And I actually did a webinar recently that there's a link to it from the Affiliate Summit blog at blog.affiliatesummit.com. where it's just a 20-minute thing where I have a lot of tips about how to most effectively network at the conference to really help people out. Some basic things that can really make a difference, like just having some kind of game plan for how who you're gonna try to meet, and like maybe have a target list of 10 people you want to meet, and learn about them and get a little bit of background on them. And it makes a big difference instead of just going randomly and hoping you're going to find somebody that's interesting.
Right, okay. So do people get a delegate list beforehand then as well?
They don't get a list. We have a list of the companies that are going to be attending, and then we created a social network for the conference at network.affiliatesummit.com. So each attendee is able to go in there and create their own identity and to have their own blog and different things, and so you can communicate with people within that social network.
Excellent. No, it sounds like an impressive event that's coming to London. You know, I know it's going to be held in when's the Miami month? Sorry, it's Miami in just in a couple of months' time.
Yes, Miami's going to be July 8 to 10.
Right.
And it'll be a little bit warm there, but we've got plenty of air conditioning in the rooms.
Excellent stuff. Well, you know, I really appreciate you joining me today, Shawn. You know, you've given a lot of great information for people that want to promote other people's affiliate programs, but also actually potentially want to start their own affiliate program. Are there any final tips that you'd like to offer? Is there anything imperative that you feel we've left out?
I think the one thing is just to keep an eye on what's happening with the different Web 2.0 applications. There's some exciting things there and some different ways that you can really be an affiliate to make money in different ways. Like one example is somebody who's using Twitter. She has a site called twitterlit.com where she just twice a day she puts the first sentence of a book on there with an Amazon link. and I interviewed her for my podcast a few weeks ago, and she's doing quite well with that. And I think there are just so many neat ways you can leverage these new technologies. It's just a matter of just being a little bit creative instead of just going with the same old thing of just throwing a text link up or a banner. I think it's just to put on your creative thinking cap and some really neat ways you can harness these new technologies.
Wow, that's incredible. And there are so many opportunities out there for marketing managers within companies to actually help their managing directors, business owners actually evolve their business strategy if they get their thinking caps on as well. So the future is certainly extremely exciting for marketing and marketing online.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, do you have any contact details at all that you'd like to give so people listening could actually get in touch?
Yes, absolutely. My direct email address is Shawn, SHAWN, @affiliatetip.com. And then also I have on the various IM clients on MSN, it's the same address, Shawn at affiliatetip.com. On AOL IM and Yahoo IM, it's just affiliate tip. And one thing I do on my blog is if anybody has any questions about affiliate marketing that they'd like to ask anonymously, they can just go to AskShawnCollins.com and ask a question there about anything to do with affiliate marketing, and I'll answer it on my blog.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks again for joining us today, John.
Thank you, David. Have a great day.
That's the end of this podcast, but you can subscribe to updates which tell you as soon as another episode is published at internetmarketingfunnel.com/podcast.